Hi, my name is Katie Norke, and we're here at Netapp Insight 2024 in Las Vegas, and I have one of my new and very dear friends here.
Mark Piening, how are you?
Great, Mark, what do you do and who do you work for?
Yeah, so I work for Protopia, and we are a solution, a partner for the Netapp ecosystem. We're an ISV, and our focus is on data protection for generative AI. So what we do is make it safe to use genAI.
I was going to say that feels like a big, risky job because there's a lot of unknowns there. Is that right?
I mean, it's risky in the sense that there's a lot of things we don't know, but we could know them, right?
Yeah.
And so what we do is we actually make smart choices and say, okay, well, what kind of data do we actually want to use with genAI, and start there. And there's a lot of public data out there that just is easy to say, sure, we can use that. But when you start looking at that sensitive layer, it's a little bit more, where your CISO starts pausing, they start saying, I don't know, this makes me nervous. That's when you want to call us, because we can help remove that objection by saying, let's just obfuscate the prompt at the embeddings layer using a stochastic transformation that is irreversible.
Amazing. How old is the company?
So we've been around for 4 years.
Wow.
Our technology was spun out of UCSD. So we first started out by commercializing that, patenting that, and then as we started, we actually did this project with Netapp and NVIDIA around the US Navy and the Trident Warrior training exercises. And so we obfuscated all these videos and proved all this technology out, and then COVID happened. And so that was the bad news. And then as COVID happened and we started figuring out what are we going to do in this kind of pause that the market had, LLMs happened. And LLMs, generative AI, of course, unlocked a whole set of use cases. So all this IP that we built and all these use cases that we've developed, they actually extend very well to large language models.
Yeah.
And so we're in a position now where we can help unlock all these use cases that haven't been able to be addressed.
That's oddly great timing.
Yeah.
One of the things Equinix really cares about is security, is privacy, is having the control. What makes Equinix a good partner for you guys?
Well, what's great about Equinix is that Equinix allows you to do whatever deployment model you want, right? So you could say, okay, we're going to go just kind of bare metal rack all the way up through hosted cage up through fully outsourced, right? And so there's just a lot of flexibility, and what we see with genAI is that it's really hard to get the compute, right, the GPUs. So Jensen will say, well, he has said, right, we've all seen it, there's allocations, or good luck, I really want you to get the GPUs. I wish I had more.
Find them yourself.
Right, I wish I had more. And so so if you want to get the GPUs, the best situation is to have the flexibility to secure them from wherever you can, and have the flexibility on your deployment model. So hybrid, multi-cloud is kind of the ideal situation.
And how do you guys work with Netapp? Can you tell me a little bit about that partnership?
Yeah, so like I mentioned the US Navy example, right? So we started with just like looking at situations where data was sensitive and customers wanted to move that data. Data has gravity, so when the data is in a place where it's not next to the GPU, how do you safely get it there? And so that's really where we started. Yeah, and so what happened is, after doing that, we identified more use cases. Now you've probably heard about RAG.
Yeah,
so there's like everybody's booth here is talking about RAG. And so when you start describing these use cases that take these unstructured data sets that sit on NetApp storage in Equinix data centers, and you want to use that as a source of context for your large language model, either tuning or your inference models, that's kind of what we're working on with them, and that's what everybody's talking about.
So what's the future for you guys? I guess that question is, what's the future for genAI? So that question is very vague.
Yeah.
But what do you hope people do with it that allows you guys to continue to grow? What are some cool things out there that makes you excited?
We just want to see everybody that wants to use generative AI in their businesses be able to use the data that they already have. And the only way that we know that is going to be allowed by CISOs is if they can get comfortable with certain data that needs to get sent to a model that's not next to the data. And the only way that's going to be true is if you have a method that allows that, and we do that. So I just want us to get our technology really inside of each of these use cases so that people can do what they want to do.
And it's companies like Equinix and Netapp that allow you to do that, correct?
We're super grateful, right?
Yeah.
So our partnership allows us to tell an integrated complementary story so that people say, okay, regardless of which cloud or infrastructure I'm using, Equinix is likely one of the, is likely powering those use cases.
And that makes a lot of sense because I know for us, we really care about genAI right now because a lot of our customers care about genAI. We care about data sovereignty and we care about a lot of these things and protecting our people. And so, working with customers like you guys, partners like you guys, we're able to offer that to our customers.
Yeah, sovereignty is a big issue. Like, if you're, everybody's talked about the German, Belgian, these, European use cases, where you just can't do what you want to do unless you know exactly where that data is going. And so, by obfuscating the data at the prompt level, you're no longer sending the data, it's a mathematical re-representation. So we actually can address these GDPR issues and not feel stuck. So you guys can, as a partner, you guys can help with that that region or that location or that in-country data sovereignty issue, and we can also help you get GPU access outside of that.
So you're looking genAI, but you're also looking data sovereignty. You're looking at a lot of different things that you guys can help with.
Those are all patterns that need technology to address them.
They do. Yes, they really do.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you have a really great time
Thank
here
you.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's great to see you.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark.
All right, thank you.